Now we're going to talk about isotopes. An isotope is an element that has a different number of neutrons. It has a different mass number. Let me give you, again, the best way to learn it, an example. We're going to take carbon 12 and a carbon 14. So again, you know that this top number is the mass number of neutrons and protons, neutrons plus protons, and the bottom number is that atomic number, which is just the number of protons. Check it out. What do you notice that's the same? The element symbols are the same. They're both C for carbon. The atomic numbers are both 6. You'll recall that the number of protons defines the element. Now it's different, right up there. The mass number is different. Well, if the number of protons has to stay the same, that means the difference here between the 12 and the 14 is the number of neutrons. So let's put down a couple of notes on this. An isotope, I would go ahead and write down, make this note, that it is an element with a different number of neutrons. Which means, so big outflow on this, the outflow is that it has a different mass number. So something that I will do with my students is we will count neutrons, protons, and electrons. Let's do that for this, these two isotopes. So number of protons, that's easy, is going to be 6. Right here, our atomic number. And carbon always has 6 protons because 6 protons defines the element. So 6 and 6. Now the number of neutrons, I can use this little formula right here. Check it out. Neutrons plus protons equals mass number. So neutrons plus my 6 protons has to equal the mass number, which is 12. So that means we must have 6 neutrons. So if I do the same thing over here, there's my proton 6. I have neutrons plus protons, which is 6, has to equal 14. So that means the neutrons, I must have 8. So here is a challenge for you. Let's say that we have a copper. I'm going to write this a different way for you. Let's say that we have a copper 63 and we have a copper 65. And I want to know the number of protons and neutrons for each of these. I'm going to look at my periodic table and find the atomic number. So the atomic number for copper is 29, which means the protons, we've got 29 protons. That was the atomic number just by looking at the periodic table. This number right here, if you see isotopes written in this form, that number is the mass number. So now you're thinking, how do I find neutrons? You just subtract the protons from the mass number because that mass number simply equals neutrons plus protons. So we will do 29 minus the 63, and what are we going to get? 34. And then down here, I'll go 29 minus 65, and we have 36. Same element because it has the same number of protons, but a different mass number because copper 65 has 2 more neutrons, which makes these two isotopes of one another. Same element, but a different mass number because they have a different number of neutrons. There you have it, isotopes.